Welcome back to Coffee with Caroline. And as you can see, I'm in the Maldives for my ladies' retreat. I'm here in the Avani Hotel on an island in the middle of nowhere. Look at this view. How can you not be happy? How? You know, every time I do a retreat, I want to find somewhere that makes you escape. And I was on holiday at the Avani, I think 6 months ago now. And it was the first time I'd been here. And it was one of the resorts in the Maldives I really enjoyed visiting, just simply because, you know, I came with Michael, I came with my daughter, and a lot of the islands here, you can feel like you have to be a couple. So we had so much fun in this resort. I felt like it was the perfect getaway for a ladies' retreat. You know, they have many places you can visit, sort of different restaurants. And it's something, when I do a retreat, I want you to feel like you've left your normal world. And this one, I feel like the moment you land in the Maldives, you feel different. I remember the first time I brought Michael here, actually, I just watched his whole shoulders just come down. And I know it's, you know, a trek, but I feel like when you invest in one of these things and you go on a retreat, ladies, I feel like it should be a real investment for you and something you never forget. And the Maldives, it's pretty hard not to have a good time. And, you know, I've started a group chat with the ladies and they're all beginning to get to know each other and everyone's so excited. And that is the point of what we're doing here. Leave your world behind. A lot of women are mothers, you know, business owners, you know, everything to everyone and not to themselves. And I think coming on a girls' trip where they don't know all the girls, everyone's putting their CVs in, everyone's saying hi to everyone right now, the build-up's coming. I came a few days early. I've had a tough week at home, you know, with my gorgeous dog passing, and I already feel different here. And, you know, I'm about to go on a tour now, and I've got BravoCon and crazy things always happen to me. So the Maldives, you just switch off. And coming to this resort, I just feel like they know me. I feel very chilled, very relaxed. It's not too, everyone can just have a good time. I'm here with Sergio and Megan, who is, you know, we're all getting ready and everyone's beginning to feel the excitement. And I think, you know, as I said, the women that are coming have made a real choice to come all the way here. And I always say, when you invest in yourself, I think it's like anything. Like, okay, who of us have signed up to a zillion gym memberships or a zillion online training things? And, you know, I still do it today because I love training at home and doing my Pilates and feeling good. But like, there are so many apps that I sign up to and I don't do and I forget. So, you know, I feel like these kind of retreats where you have to book it in advance, make the commitment, pay the hotel, get there, you're already in. You're in. And there's no real going back. And I think that's what puts some people off, and that was what puts the right people in. And I found, you know, not knowing the women, that the right woman is on the retreat. And we have so many things in store. We have boat trips, we have sunset cruise, we have morning swims, and this is just on top of what I will be doing with the ladies and the connections that are made. So, you know, a lot of women just need a complete cutoff. And I think from the moment you arrive on these retreats, you feel different. You know, you're already excited because you're meeting a whole group of women that maybe would never have been put on your path. And the only connection is me, right? That you all somehow are interested in me and the way I live my life. And that's what brought you all together. I mean, it was really weird. The last trip we did, everybody was so similar and they all have made great friendships. And I feel like this is what's going to happen, because what is really interesting is it's really like-minded women. A lot of women become very successful over the years and they've grown up in a certain, community or friendship group, and maybe they've outgrown them. And that's okay. And then they're made to feel like they're the guilty ones. It's okay to outgrow your old life and want better things for yourself. It's okay to make moves that other people don't agree with. It's okay to do things for yourself that maybe, you know, your family or friends don't think is for you. And there's many reasons that people around you don't want you to grow and want people to stay in the same place. That's what I found anyway. There are many reasons why it's easier to put you down when you're beginning to do well. and or to make you feel like, you know, you're different to how you were, or you're not the same person, or you're not, you know, welcome anymore in your group. You've become too big for your boots. And, you know, I feel like these trips, you meet other women that have maybe gone through what you've gone through, or can understand your journey, or are in exactly the same position. Some women, you know, want to move country, but they don't know how to do it because maybe they've lived in the same place. Some women, you know, becoming empty nesters. Now what? They have been out of the workforce a long time. Some women, you know, just outgrown where they're from and they want a new experience. And how do you start that? Or how do you get on? It seems very, 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 it's like it's a huge world. Where do you pick to go? Some women simply want to make new friends. Some women have a whole new life to experience, you know, instead of feeling like this is it, they want to feel like, oh my, it's just the beginning. And that's really where I am, right? I'm 49, 50 this in April, and I feel like everything has just started for me. Everything. If I could, and that's what's so exciting about the day, right? You can have a day where nothing happens, and then the next day your life can do a complete 360. You can be in a completely different place with a completely different group of friends that you never thought you'd be with. And that's what's about to happen to these ladies. And I think from there, what happens is just talking to other women in your position or your predicament, or maybe who, you know, are successful, then you realize you can do it too, and it's not so foreign. But when you're with people that haven't made it and telling you, oh, don't risk that, don't do that, you know, oh, he's a good man, you know, all of these things, then you begin to believe that too. And I've realized by opening doors for myself and just walking through them that, you know, you can pretty much create any life you want. I manifested everything that I have today, everything. And, you know, do I think that the bad times were necessary? 100%. You know, would I like them to have lasted a little shorter? Yes. But do I regret anything? No, because I never look back. I never look back. And I think, you know, people coming here this weekend are going to have a really special journey. I've actually got some friends coming as well who, you know, all signed up because they know me well, and I think that, you know, they're successful, they're beautiful, they have all of these things, but they want to like expand, they want to grow, they want to, you know, and it's not the same as just sitting at home with a friend. You need to have this experience because the people you meet that have taken these chances are chance takers. They're people that want growth. They're like-minded people. They're not ready to settle. What they have isn't enough, and I don't mean materialistically. You know, I think materialism is not what we're here for. It is definitely purpose. It is definitely the next steps. It is definitely, you know, that thing. Is this it? No, it's not. It's really not. And you don't need to follow the same career path you've had your whole life. And I want to teach women this very, very clearly, that business is business. Whether you're selling an ice cream, selling eyelashes, in the financial world, selling, you know, whatever it is, selling homes, it is all the same principle, just a different, how you talk to the customer, how you talk to the person, how you market it. You know, a lot of people here, I get a lot of questions, why is Sergio here? And it's funny because last time he was here by accident because the person that was filming couldn't come. And then actually, he's not in the rooms, by the way, let me make that clear. He's not in any of the rooms that we do the talking about where we're from or the one-on-ones or anything like that. He doesn't participate in anything other than the dinner and filming on the beach when you guys have free time. And if you don't want to be filmed, also, you don't have to be at all. So, but what I did find was, because he was here, and a lot of people know that he does all the social media and marketing with me, so many women didn't know how to do all that they sat with him for hours, asking how to set up their pages, how to get reels to be seen, all of these kind of things. So he became added value, actually. And, you know, I think those of you that want to go and speak to him about those things, you're welcome to, always. Those of you that want to give him a wide berth, you're also welcome to. You know, it just actually really saw that in business, again, you know, a lot of people are in businesses where they haven't had to use social media before. And now it's here in such a big way. And like I was thinking yesterday, I don't know, you know, I had a passing of my dog and I bought a new dog just now because obviously it takes quite a long time, and Taz is such a hole in my house. Not that he can never be replaced, but I just want to know I've got something coming and the kids and all of this. So I purchased a dog, and I was like, I don't even know how I found her. I really don't know how I found her. This dog is perfect for us. Although I had a rough night last night, he'll never replace my Taz. But it's social media, and we have to learn, you know, although I fight it with my husband all the time because I'm like, get that camera out of my face. It's done wonders for us, for our businesses. You know, we have Bali, we're building in Pemba, we have the podcast, all of it revolves around the marketing to you. We have these retreats, you know, and these retreats are for women to help other women. And I feel like I'm really best placed to do that in my life because I've certainly been here, I've certainly been here, I've certainly been here. My career's gone like this. I've done reality TV, I've done podcasting, I'm still on TV, I've become a full-on developer now. I am developing in my 50s, and it's wonderful fun. I've raised money, there's not a lot you can't ask me that I won't have an answer for. And I think that is something so important when you aspire or look up to someone. You know, all the people in my life that have ever helped me have been through it, have understood it, and, you know, helped me on my journey. And those have been women, by the way. Some of the biggest impacts in my life have been other women. So I hope you enjoy this retreat. I hope the ones of you that couldn't make this one, there will be some in the States next year. I hope you love the Avani Hotel. I'm hoping to do another one here always because, again, although it's far, I think it's worth it. The Avani is a very, very special place to be. And as you can see, it's just breathtaking, the views. Look at this. I defy anyone to come here and not switch off. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coffee with Caroline. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.